Hello world, UB here, and today we are drawing some ghosties for my ghost hunting journal, so let's jump in. So for those of you who have been around the channel for a while, you know that I have a tabletop RPG game that I am writing based off of the video game Phasmophobia. That's a lot of words. I'm writing a game that you can play with your friends, and it's ghost hunting themed. And as a part of putting that together, I am illustrating a ghost hunting journal that my players can use. I'm really looking forward to it. There are a few ghost types that I added in there that aren't in Phasmophobia. There are some ghosts that are in Phasmophobia that aren't in my ghost hunting journal. Really, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Phasmophobia, but it isn't the same game, and especially after the last few updates, it's very different at this point. And really, the end goal of my tabletop RPG is that the players are going to lay the ghost to rest, because I was looking on the subreddit for Phasmophobia, and that's really what people were missing from the game. Is you basically go in, figure out what ghost it is, what ghost type, and then nothing happens. You either get it right or you don't, and that's totally fine, because Phasmophobia is a puzzle game first and foremost. But for those of us who are more into adventure and that sort of thing, we really wanted some closure on the situation. And so I thought, why don't we lay the ghost to rest based off of what ghost type they are? So that is why I started to write this tabletop RPG game, and it really was just a passion project of mine. It's written in a system that is brand new because my friend Joe put together the Spiral game system, and he needed someone to put something together to test it out. And I've been having so much fun doing some testing for him and testing out his new website for it too. It's just been a hoot and a half. He's put so much work into all of these things, and it feels really good to put a bunch of work into this game itself. It feels like a passion project. It feels like having fun with friends, all of that good stuff. So you really can't go wrong. As far as these ghosts go, I only have 4 or 5 more ghost illustrations that I need to do, and so I set off to do 3 here. I only got around to 2, and that's totally okay, because we were having some good discussions in the Twitch chat, and if you haven't checked me out on Twitch, please do. It's just twitch.tv/ubdraws. It's a really good time, and we all have very chill conversations while I draw or play video games or what have you. So the 2 ghost types that I tackled last night when I was on stream were the Geldegeist and the Mare. The Geldegeist is very much thanks to the creative mind of MegaMattX, who you should check out on YouTube, Twitch, all of the social medias. He's on TikTok now too. He's a really cool guy, and he's been very supportive of what I've been trying to put together. And our friendship kind of started because of Phasmophobia and the Reddit, or the subreddit. It all kind of comes full circle, but he is super cool, and he came up with this ghost type that is a treasure hunting ghost. And so he took some German words and put them together, and Geldegeist basically means treasure hunting ghost. And so what this ghost is attracted to is shiny objects. And so what I put in the ghost hunting journal, a Geldegeist is attracted to shiny things. That includes the glint of your eyeballs. And so that should add a little bit of flavor and extra ooh factor to any of the games that include a Geldegeist. I basically went with a pirate ghost here because I'm working on the Kraken, you know. It's pirate themed, and a treasure hunting ghost just kind of sounds like a pirate ghost, you know? I'm really into it, and I wanted to go with a female pirate because I want to kind of create a balance between the gender spectrum that I have in the ghost hunting journal and in the game itself even. I'll be writing a bunch of little intro and exit ghost stories basically that any GM can use if they're not super into writing their own ghost stories. Part of what I'm trying to keep into account as I'm writing them is trying to reflect real life people that I have experienced, and we'll see if people really like the game and want to expand upon the types of people that are characterized in the game, and I'd really love to see that, but one step at a time. Let's finish the ghost hunting journal and the actual game first, and then we'll worry about what fans want to put together later. The Geldegeist was super fun. I basically mashed up a few different designs that I found on Pinterest, and that's kind of how all of these ghosts have been, is just mashing up different designs that I see, kind of going, ooh, I like that pose, let me draw it out, and then going on and finding, ooh, I like that style, or I like that character, and just kind of smashing them together and trying to make it my own. And so when I went to do the Mare, that was kind of a similar situation. I kind of was going for a Dementor type ghost. I wasn't specifically going out to draw a mare because I'm not sure what a mare looks like, although it feels like a female ghost to me. I just kind of wanted to create a generic ghost, and that's how roughly a third of these ghost illustrations have been. And when we got to the end, I just kind of asked the chat, like, should this be a mare, an oni? Like, these are the options that I have left. And they were like, that looks like a mare. I've been very into drawing ghosts with glowing faces and hands with this series, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's because those are the pieces on Pinterest that really interest me, but I'm also not complaining. I think this one looks really good. I think my other glowing characters look really good, so I think they both turned out great. I think I could have been a little bit darker and more detailed on the Geldegeist, but both of them turned out pretty well, and I've just been going with the kind of cross-hatchy, sketchy outline on all of the ghosts, because I would like this ghost hunting journal to kind of feel like different ghost hunters throughout the eons have been like scribbling their own drawings of what these ghosts could or couldn't look like as they go. And so it's just kind of messy, and some of the background graphics that I've created are just kind of like tea stained and gross, and it looks like the journal has really had some use, some wear and tear. So I hope that that comes through in the PDF when it's finally done, but until then, we're just kind of enjoying the illustrations as they are. That's totally fine. I'm totally into them, and I'm really enjoying this style, actually. I didn't think that I would ever really get around to hammering down a style for myself, but I've been really enjoying these. With all of that being said, thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I will give you 1,000 experience points just for that, because it really does mean a lot. YouTube keeps track of that sort of thing. And if you got all the way to the end, you're very much supporting my endeavors. So thank you. And thank you to my patrons as well, Liam, Mark, Nathaniel, and Twyla. You guys are amazing. And because of you, I get to do all of these weird little passion projects outside of work, not to mention all of the crazy stuff I get to do at work. For anyone interested in my tabletop RPG, please make sure to look at the other videos I have on the channel about it, and also mark your calendars for October 27th, which is when we're going to be doing a charity live stream of my tabletop RPG, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a big collaboration of all of the different friends that I have in the area. So mark your calendars, October 27th, 7:30 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/ubdraws. With all that being said, make sure to drink some water today. I'm looking out for you. Have the day you deserve. I believe that you deserve a good day. I will talk to you again next week. Peace.